This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is
Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad. Let's jump into today's session. A lot to cover. Before I jump into the headline breadth numbers, I did want to share that I will be going through an anatomy of a VIX trade, how I went long, what triggered that analysis, and what I bought, and where I am today. But as you know, it was a rough day today with the news out in Israel and Iran. Lots to cover. Let's try to unpack today's session. I'll try to follow the format. Just a quick reminder, there is a discount for free members that lasts till July 7th. Take a look at that. I will not be doing this level discount until next year, 2026, July 4th. This is my once a year discount, and you're not going to get it for any lower than right now. But jumping in, NYSE, we had 180 new highs versus 189 new lows. It actually wasn't that bad when you take a look at percentage loss for Mag 7. But when you take a look at breadth, it was pretty bad. We had 16% advancing versus 82% declining. 26% are below the 50-day, and 51% are below their 200-day moving average. The Dow closed down 769 points, or 1.8%. The NASDAQ closed down 255 points, or 1.3%. And the S&P closed down 68 points, or 1.1%. All of the Mag 7, except for Tesla, were red. Tesla was actually up almost 2%. Obviously, there's a lot of robotaxi cyber cab news coming out this month, so they are hopeful that that will be released with fanfare. There was an article stating that the U.S. has lessened regulation to allow autonomous taxi cabs, so we'll see how that goes. Microsoft was down 0.8%. Apple was down 1.38%. Amazon was down about 0.5%. Nvidia down 2%. Google was down a little bit over 0.5%, and Meta down 1.5%. Oracle, just as a standout after earnings, bucked the trend, up 7.6% today. So they're doing something right pertaining to AI rollout. Taking a quick look at the 1 week performance of sectors. For the week ended, energy led. Most of it was the last 48 hours. It was up 5.6% for the week. Healthcare was up 1% for the week. Utilities up 0.5%. To the downside for the 1 week performance, financials. That's never good when you see financials leading to the downside. Down 2.25%. Industrials down 1.3%. Consumer defensive 1.2%. Communication services down 1.1%. Consumer cyclical down 0.75%. Real estate down 0.25%, and technology down 0.15%. That's for the week. For the day, energy was the only sector in the green, up 1.6%. All other sectors to the downside. Financials led 1.8% to the downside. Technology 1.5%. Consumer cyclical 1.2%. Real estate 1.15%. Consumer defensive 1%. Communication services 0.9%. So it was a bloodbath in that regards. Breadth-wise, everything was red. Volume was also pretty heavy to the downside. Again, this dynamic of low volume up days, high volume down days is not good. What else kind of stuck out? Macro forest versus the trees. Let me just kind of go through my notes here. So it was bell-to-bell selling. There was a slight reprieve around lunchtime New York time. And the VIX, which I'm going to cover in detail with paid subscribers today, insurance or hedging, the price of insurance exploded higher, obviously, overnight into the cash session. Profitable companies in the NASDAQ that made new intraday highs, there were actually 5, but they were in defense, biotech, or utility. None in semiconductor, none in tech. So that's saying a lot. In the S&P to the upside, these are all percentages. Oracle up 7.5%, as I noted. CF Industries 5.9%. Halliburton, war stock 5.1%. First Solar 5%. Energy. Bungie 5%. APA Corp 4.6%. EOG Resources 4.1%. Northrop Grumman War 4.1%. Targa Resources 4%. Archer Daniels Midland 3.9%. Diamondback Energy 3.8%. In the NASDAQ, you had to dedupe Tesla up 2.25%, Palantir up 2%, basically AI and war. In the S&P to the downside, Corpay down 6.8%, Caesars Entertainment 6.3%, Monolithic Power 5.5%, Sherman-Williams 5.5%, Visa 5.4%, MasterCard 5.1%, Norwegian Cruise Lines 5%, Adobe Systems 5%, PayPal 5%. That's just the 5s. I'm not even going the 4s and the 3s and the 2s. I'll be here for an hour. In the NASDAQ 100, PayPal, I already said that. Adobe 5%, AppLovin 3.9%, On Semiconductor 3.3%, Trade Desk 3.3%, again, Shopify 3.2%, Booking Holdings 3.2%, Synopsys 3.2%, Marriott 3.1%. Let's transition over to macro, the VIX, and volatility, Mag 7, and a few miscellaneous real quick.
We can't forget that this is just a small taste of the in-depth analysis that Not Your Advisor provides. They don't just throw numbers at you. They connect the dots, find those hidden trends, and help you understand what's driving the markets.
If you want the full picture, you got to check out the full Not Your Advisor episode.
Don't forget to subscribe to notyouradvisor.com.
And all their premium content. I mean, it's like having a direct line to what's really going on in the market.
It is. It really is. They cut through all the BS and give you the kind of info that you just won't find anywhere else.
Think about this. Investing is all about making decisions that work for you and your goals. You're the one in control.
Not Your Advisor can give you the map, but you choose where you want to go.
And with that empowering thought, we'll sign off. Happy investing.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.